Elon Musk has just responded to billionaire all-in Tesla stock investor Cogwin Leo. Power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. This is specifically talking about Elon Musk. Great men are almost always bad men, even when they exercise influence and not authority. Certainty of corruption by authority. There is no worse heresy than that the office sanctifies the holder of it. This is in response originally to Elon selling Tesla stock on November 8th. But Leo retweeted that yesterday, and I'm sure Elon saw it. Yesterday and today, Leo had many harsh tweets about Elon Musk. A lot of them. Today, he tweeted that he invested more money in Tesla stock than Larry Ellison and Elon combined. We'll get to Elon's response in just a moment. I need to show you a few more things for it to make more sense. Leo is a very strong advocate of buybacks. He tweeted this just now also. Tesla board has to actively set up policy and decide on dividends, buybacks, or both. The board cannot do nothing. Leo, of course, is absolutely livid still, and he even retweeted or quoted Gordon Johnson here in his yesterday's tweet as well. Oh, and it also gets a lot more heated still. Take a look here. Does Elon have two personalities? One who loves and saves mankind and free speech, but two who dislikes, ignores, and finds his shareholders as inconvenient pests. This is some very strong language here. He did say he doesn't know, but still, harsh words. Leo is incredibly wealthy and certainly has quite a bit of power to put pressure on Elon and Tesla board as well. And Leo has been retweeting many negative tweets. Here's just one out of very many. I absolutely hate as investors, we have to feel like we are talking into a black void. No responses, no action against FUD or rumors, nothing. No proactive action, silence. It's like being stranded in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, worried no one knows you are out there. And how does Elon Musk respond to being called corrupt? Some of you will love it, and some of you will absolutely hate it. Here you go. Power move. Elon Musk has unfollowed Cogwin Leo. Some are triggered, some happy. Either way, drama is happening right now everywhere. Elon also responded to our tweets as well, and he has been tweeting about Tesla today. There is a response to this tweet from Omar showing Tesla being down a lot. Elon is saying here, macro conditions are difficult, energy in Europe, real estate in China, and crazy Fed rates in USA. Now, of course, lower interest rates would help the stock market and therefore Tesla as well. However, higher interest rates, even though short term for Tesla, not good. Long term, while the interest rates are high, if Tesla is hurting, every other competitor is hurting so much more because Tesla's margins are so high. Tesla has room to lower prices and go through these high interest rates, but other automakers, they are going to be struggling if the rates stay this high. Here's another tweet from Elon, and this could be interpreted as very good or very bad. Take a look. Wonder why I don't hear any outrage about Elon's lack of attention to SpaceX. Oh, that's right. It's because SpaceX is a private company, but Elon says, I continue to oversee both Tesla and SpaceX, but the teams there are so good that often little is needed from me. This is very good or terrible. Very good because it means Tesla can run well without Elon, and Elon is acknowledging that, which is great. On the other hand, does that mean Elon wants to step down like right now? I mean, if you do want to step down, this is the kind of things that you would start to say. Whether the team is great or not great. I mean, how many CEOs have you seen that said that their team sucks? I mean, look at GM, look at any company, they will all say they have the best teams. The best. Although when Elon says something like this, I tend to believe him. He knows how to play the game, but I don't think he intentionally lies to people. And I think generally he gives his honest thoughts. And of course, a lot of the time, those thoughts will happen to benefit Elon as well. But if that is exactly what he's thinking, then I can't blame him for that. Elon has been tweeting more, and we will also get into what it means, why really Elon unfollowed Leo Cogman, and what that means for share buybacks. Elon responded to this tweet as well. November was the worst month for analyzed China auto sales in the last 9 years, but Tesla had its best second month in a quarter ever. Tesla delivered 62,500 vehicles in China in November, while 37,798 vehicles were exported. This is 89% more than November 2021. And there is a good report from Piper Sandler there as well. And Elon responds, Tesla has done incredibly well despite extremely difficult times. Could not be more proud of them. And of course, Elon tweeting about Tesla, that is great news for us Tesla stock investors, certainly. Cogman Leo has been advocating for a stock buyback for quite a while. He wanted to do a proposal of $15 billion to be bought back by Tesla. This was in May this year. $5 billion for this year and $10 billion for next year. I read this book about Elon when it first came out. One thing that was made incredibly clearly in that book was that Elon does not like having Tesla as a public company. He hates being in charge of a public company. And this pressure from Cogman Leo is a perfect example of why Elon hates Tesla being a public company. It creates pressure from people that normally would be your allies in a way. And also, Leo is putting some serious pressure on the board of Tesla. Here's what I think about the board. I think they see Elon wanting to do certain things and they just approve it. In my businesses, I often have a partner who is more focused on the accounting side, on the legal side, and on the doing side, and I create new ways of doing business, and I like to completely change things up. And oftentimes when I bring something like that, the business partner normally would say no to that, but they look at my track record and they go like, oh, Matt did well here, here, here. He was right here and here, here. I thought he would be wrong, but he turned out to be right. So let's go with this crazy idea that Matt has. And the board, I believe, is doing the exact same thing with Elon. They look at his track record. Oh, rockets worked. Okay, we thought that wouldn't work. Electric cars worked. We thought that wouldn't work initially. And he just keeps coming up with these crazy ideas and it just keeps working. So if Elon does not want a stock buyback, do you think the board will say, Elon, we have to do a stock buyback? Or do you think the board will push against Elon to do it? Also, you have to remember that Elon's brother, Kimball, is on Tesla's board as well. Now, I do not see this as a negative because having a board that is aligned with the CEO or lets the CEO do what the CEO wants to do, this just makes everything smoother and faster in terms of getting things done, less bureaucracy, less processes, everything just gets done quickly. And if you trust the CEO, that is a good thing. In terms of a stock buyback, I will take the same position that Elon Musk will take. Here's why, and it will make so much sense, you just need to give us a few minutes. First reason, the most obvious one, Elon has the biggest financial incentive to keep Tesla's stock price high long term. He has most of his fortune in Tesla stock. So Tesla stock not doing well is very bad for him. Second, and this is a very important point, red arrows show when Elon Musk sold Tesla stock. Now, there has been a lot of pressure to do a buyback around here, and I said, I don't think so. I would like more cash to be built up first, unless the stock keeps dropping a lot, then maybe I will change my mind. But you look at this, and each time Elon Musk sold, it was at the local top. Reasons for this could be many. Maybe Elon is just very lucky. Maybe Elon knows something we do not. Maybe it is all just a coincidence 4 times in a row. Third, we know that Elon speaks his mind when he thinks it's important. A stock buyback, if he thought it was a good time to do it right now, I think he would not shy away from implying or making it somehow clear that it is not a bad idea. But if anything, he's doing the complete opposite. And then you look at this, how do you think not doing a stock buyback is benefiting him? I mean, there was a lot of pressure to do a stock buyback starting here, for sure, definitely 100%. And even more so around this period of time, if Tesla announced a stock buyback, the stock would have certainly, I believe, gone up, and then he would have sold at a higher price. So how come he didn't push for a stock buyback? I believe there are 2 main reasons. Number one, they already have the buyback planned, maybe even before the end of this year, or maybe for next year, and they just don't want to make it official yet, because the stock keeps going down and you're getting a better deal. The lower you buy it back, the better it is for the company. So that would be one reason. The next reason could be, given Elon's track record of anticipating Tesla stock movements, maybe he thinks the stock is likely to go down even more. And the lower it goes, the more effective a buyback is going to be. If you are a long-term Tesla stock investor, I believe that my financial incentive actually matches Elon's financial incentive in Tesla. So if he is not advocating for a Tesla stock buyback, neither will I. Because it looks like there's something happening here. Even if it's just pure luck, look, when you are lucky 4 times in a row, I'm going to bet on you. And then lastly, Elon said it before, that only the paranoid survive, and that he has a recession PTSD. And he believes we are going to go into a very terrible recession. So if it does indeed happen, and also he did say that he would rather expect a bad recession and only have, a very short, shallow recession that's not bad at all. He prefers that type of thinking. And he went through a bad recession during the dot-com bust and then the 2008 recession. He doesn't want to do that again. So I think he rather prefers to have a little bit more of a cash buffer as well. And if macro gets really bad, terrible, absolutely horrible, the stock probably is going to go down. Not financial advice, of course. I am not trying to time Tesla stock. The only thing that I look at is, what are the earnings going to be of Tesla in the future? And do I like the current price of Tesla stock that I'm paying for these future earnings? And the answer is yes. And every single month, it seems almost, the deal gets better. The stock drops while the estimates for next year's earnings keep improving relative to the stock price. So every month I'm getting a better deal. But when it comes to stock buybacks, I will let Elon decide what is the best timing for that. I believe our financial incentives are perfectly matched, at least for now. Unless Elon sells all of his stock, which I don't think that's going to happen. These are 48 reasons why I only own Tesla stock in my stock portfolio. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And I'll see you right here, unless you watch this video, and I'll see you right here or in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.